Today, we're doing something a little different. We're not just learning a few new words. No, we are going on a journey into a completely different way of thinking, a worldview that's literally baked into the Finnish language itself.
Okay, just stop and think about that for a second. In English, we ask, what's your opinion? An opinion is something you have, something you can hold or discard. But in Finnish, the question goes so much deeper. It's asking about you, about the very state of your mind. So let's start right there, at the absolute core. This isn't just about translation. This is about understanding the philosophical foundation for how an entire culture talks about what's going on inside their heads.
And this is the magic word, mieli. Look at that. It means both mind and opinion. In the Finnish way of thinking, they're not two separate things. Your opinion isn't just a thought. It's the actual state of your mind on a subject. It's one and the same. And you can really feel the difference when you put them side by side. The Spanish, que opina, is direct. It's a transaction, right? Give me your opinion. But the Finnish, mitä mieltä sinä olet, is an invitation. It's asking you to open up and share a piece of your inner world.
So what happens if you haven't really formed a mind about something yet? Well, here's your first essential tool. This phrase is a really respectful way of saying, hey, on this particular aihe or subject, my mind isn't there yet.
All right, so we've got that core idea down. Now let's start building our toolkit so we can actually talk about the world. You know, what's happening and the problems that come up. So, picture this. You walk into a room and you can just tell something has gone down. You need to get the story. How do you even begin to ask that question?
This is what I love about Finnish. It's like Legos for language. It's so logical. You start with the basic block, the verb for to happen, which is tapahtua. Pop it into the past tense, mitä tapahtui, what happened. Then you just wrap it in a polite request, voisitko selittää? Could you explain? Beautiful.
And whenever you're talking about events, you're probably going to end up talking about problems and solutions. So you've got an ongelma, that's your problem, and hopefully you find a ratkaisu, a solution. And you can just say, se on hyvä ratkaisu. That's a good solution. Simple, direct, and incredibly useful. But, you know, life isn't always about clear problems and easy solutions. Real conversation is messy. It needs nuance. You need to be able to talk about doubt and, yeah, sometimes you have to admit you made a mistake. Now, this is just so cool. It's an incredibly elegant piece of grammar. To show you're not sure about something, you don't need a bunch of extra words. You just take your verb, like toimia, to work, and you stick a little ko on the end. Just like that, I don't know becomes I don't know if it works. The question is packed right into the verb itself. And here's another big one, taking ownership. A mistake is a virhe. And to say you made one, it's just a straight up statement. Dein virhein. There's no waffling, no excuses. It's clean, it's direct. I made a mistake. Okay, but what about those times when you aren't 100% sure, but you want to say how things look from your perspective? This is the phrase you need. Nauta silta etta. It's basically your way of saying, from where I'm standing, it looks like. It lets you share what you're seeing without stating it as an absolute fact. So we've built all this logical structure, right? But what's a conversation without any feeling? Nothing. So now we get to the really good stuff, the heart of it all, expressing the emotions that give color and meaning to our thoughts. And let's start with two of the big ones, the opposite poles of our emotional world. The hainen for angry and iloinen for happy. These are really the fundamental building blocks for starting to describe your emotional mieli. And look at this. See how we can now put the logic and the emotion together? We can take a feeling like vihain, angry, and use it to make a really personal human request. This is how you move from just stating facts to actually connecting with another person. All right, this is it. This is the moment we've been building towards. We've gathered all the pieces, the concept of mind, words for problems, mistakes, feelings. Now we're going to assemble it all into one single, powerful, complete idea. Let's build this thing together, step by step. First, you start with your feeling. Olen tosi iloinen. I am very happy. Okay, why? Add your reason. Koska, because. Because what? State the action. Löysimme, we found. What did we find? The object. Ratkaisun, a solution. A solution to what? Add the context, ongelman, to the problem. And there it is. Altogether, a full, complex, emotionally rich idea. I am very happy because we found a solution to the problem. And that's it. That's the huge leap you've just made.
You've gone from just asking for things to actually participating in a real exchange of ideas. You're not just saying words anymore. You are sharing your mind, your feelings, your solutions. You are thinking in a whole new way. So we end right back where we started, with that question, what mind are you? But now it's not just a phrase you can translate. It's a concept you can actually understand from the inside. You have all the tools. So the only real question left is, are you ready to use them?